Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I welcome you all in this session. This is Mandala session where we are going to draw a mandala based on the Valentine theme. I'm your host Nidhi Prakash, and today we are going to draw on a 6-inch by 6-inch square paper. So let me just see. Thank you, Judith, for joining me and supporting me. Hi Aint, hello. Hi Kalpana, hi Urvi, hi Deborah from California, hi Vanisha, hi Crystal from France, Rajni, hello, good morning, DMO. Kathy's sewing quilts and pillowcases, and I donate to all charity work. Awesome. You worked all week. Now you're looking for the drawing. I'm also looking for this drawing. That's so awesome, Kathy, you are doing. Hi Celine from France. Google videos from Carolina, Bree. Vanisha, I welcome you all, guys. Hi, Patty from Michigan. Please call me. Huh? Okay. Yes, Yelena, long time no see. So let's start. This is a 6-inch by 6-inch square paper, and I'm going to use few pencils. One pencil for the drawing, one pencil for the shading, eraser, tortillon for the blending. We need a compass for drawing the circles. I have already put that pencil in it. Pen for the final drawing, ruler, and we are going to divide the paper into 8 equal sections. So if you want, you can use the helix circle or the protector, but if you don't have this, today we can work without that. That's awesome, right? So shall we start drawing now? Is everyone ready? I'm doing good, Urvi. I'm doing well. Hope you are also doing well. So first thing first, as you know, that we start. Oh, the first thing first reminds me the hashtags. So please look on the screen. These are the hashtags for today's artwork. And this is the Mandala NPA 074. This is the 74th number mandala. And this is today's date, Mandala NPA 2023, February 11. And a little disclaimer. Yes. Now let's start. So please write down in the chat who is drawing along with me. If you are drawing along with me, you can just write down 1, and if you are just enjoying watching the video, you can write down 2. So to find the center, I'm just marking. It looks like my ruler was carrying some dust. I just cleaned it. So this is my vertical line in the center. Then I'm dividing it horizontally. It is a 6-inch square paper, so I'm marking at the 3 inch from the both side so that I get this center line. And now I just need to divide it into 8 equal parts. So if you want, you can use your protector or the helix circle. Otherwise, just mark it from corner to corner. Make sure you are touching the center. And that's how we can divide it into 8 equal parts like this. So these are my 8 equal parts which I need. Now we are going to do some markings. So we'll keep our ruler from the centimeter side. We'll start from the 0 and we will mark on every centimeter. Let me put the marking on the mandala measurements on the screen also. So we are going to mark on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 7.3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 7.3 centimeters. Now we are going to draw the circles. So for drawing the circles, I would like to keep this rotator below my paper so that I can rotate my paper easily, and that is absolutely optional. Now I already have markings on my paper. Mm, So this is 1, 2, 3. Oops, I'm just moving all the way up. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 7.5, 7.3. That is all the way to the corners. These are our guidelines to draw. Now I'm waiting for all of you. Please write down in the chat if you are done till here. Awesome. Thank you for your replies. So, Kathy, Danny Girl, Urvi, Vanisha, Bunny, Patty is enjoying watching. Awesome. Teresa is drawing. Nice to have you in the session, Teresa. And Kalpana, Karen, Bree. Awesome, Bree. You are enjoying watching. Take your time. And Shelly now. Hi, Anar from Europe. It's absolutely okay, Mary. You can work on your own pace. Take your time. I'm just waiting for a few seconds for everyone. Perfect. Perfect for reply. Now, I'm just using my normal pencil. So just for our guideline, like this is at our 1 centimeter, 2 centimeters, 3 centimeters. This is just a very rough markings. So now in this center line, please keep your paper in a way that you keep this line straight in front of you in the center line. So in between 3 and 4, I would like you to draw a little this light circle with your hand. This is in the center line in between 3 and 4 lines. Then we are talking about these two corner lines. So in these two corner lines, they will be in between 6 and 7. So here center is 3 and 4, here corners is 6 and 7. And we are going to join them like this. Don't worry, we can fix them easily. We can draw them a little bit more up like this. It will look much better. Instead of drawing straight, let's draw them a little bit curvy, okay? So I'm just erasing this first line. Now we are going to draw two circles in this horizontal line. In the horizontal line, we will draw the circles in between 5 and 6. That is one line inside here. In between 5 and 6. This is really important to get the good shape of that heart. And it will go here. And this is very rough draft, so we are going to fix it once we are done drawing all the circles and the shape. I hope you guys are also done till here. Hi Judith, that's so nice that you are CZT27. So nice to have you. Thanks for joining the class, Judith. Good evening, Nell. Bonjour, Annie. Hi, Mimi Patch, Mariam from France. So again, I'm just telling you like this here. So let me just do one thing. If this is the heart, which we are going to draw, and this is the center line, this is horizontal line, this is two vertical lines. So just for your help, like this point, the circle is going to start inside 3, here 4. This one inside 6 and out 7. Here inside 6, out 7. This is the line number I'm giving you. Here it will be 5 and 6. 5 and 6. And here it will be 3 and 4. 3 and 4. I hope that helps. This number chart helps. Now in these bottom two diagonal, we will do on the 3 and 4. So 1, 2, 3. So this is the 3 and 4. 1, 1, 2, 3. 3 and 4. Oh, I did here in the 4 and 5. So be careful. Look, I just did one mistake. Instead of the 3 and 4, I drew this in the 4 and 5. So 1, 2, 3. It is supposed to be in the 3 and 4. And in the bottom, it is supposed to be in between 5 and 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But this line should come all the way to the 7, okay? It should just touch to the circle and this line should come all the way to the 7 here. Now we need to fix this whole shape little bit. According to me, it's pretty good. Little curve, like if there is any hard curve, so just erase that. So it's a little drawing, but these circles are giving us pretty good markings where to draw. I think it's looking good to me. Now we are just going to draw this one outline of all of this heart just on the outer side, no outline in the inner side, okay? Okay, so again, I'm just showing you this diagram. First circle is in between 3 and 4 line. Top two diagonal is in between 6 and 7 line. Horizontal line is in between 5 and 6 line. Bottom two diagonal is in between 3 and 4 line. And the bottom straight is in between 5 and 6 line. But when you are drawing the heart, so I would suggest you to go all the way to the 7. I hope it is, you guys get it. Do you guys need some time or shall I move forward? We can kind of erase this inner line lightly. I'm just making it light. I can still see it, but we don't really need it. So I don't really want to trace it with the pen by mistake. That's why I just did that. I made this light. And now I'm using my pen 08 and I'm going to trace this heart, the outer one. Remember, the outer one. Please trace the line, the outer one. Don't trace the inner one. That's why I just erased that line right now before tracing. Now we are going to draw these circles. So you can draw these circles freehand, or if you want, you can use this kind of the stencil to draw the circles. Let me just draw this size. So I don't really want to draw very big size. So in the bottom, I'm just drawing a little big. This one. Circles are touching to the bottom line. Hi Rajni, nice to have you. Yes, Karen. Okay, I'm waiting. Hello, Jen. Awesome. Now we are going to draw. I'm again grabbing my pencil. So you see in between these two part here in the center, you can just choose by an eye. And here we are going to draw one circle. Here we are going to draw one circle. It's absolutely fine. You can just draw freehand. Little bit up and down is absolutely okay. So these four circles in between these two and the sides, there is nothing on the bottom. Bottom we will just keep like that. So again, I'm just using my this same tool and drawing with the same size with the pen. Becomes easy directly. So this stencil is really very useful. So you can draw these freehand or with the stencil. And now we'll start drawing our all the decorations. So I'm using now pen Micron 03. You can keep continue with the same Micron 08 pen if you want, or if you want you can just change the tip, little thinner tip. So first we are working on all inside of these circles. If there are any pencil lines, this is the time to get rid of all these pencil lines inside the circle. Now we are going to draw just this curvy line in between, and then we got these two paisley shapes. And we will draw two paisleys inside. It's kind of our though that yin yang mandala, and yin yang mandala is reminding me I'm kind of finishing the yin yang mandala uh, tutorial. I have completed it. Just little finishing is left. Very soon it will be available for all the Oak members and all the Patreons. That is a big mandala on a 14-inch square paper. Last week also we drew mandala, last to last week also we drew mandala based on the Valentine theme, and you guys did awesome. It bring a lot of smile on my face when I saw all of your those mandalas you shared on the different social media platform, on the Facebook, on Instagram, and some of you have shared directly to with me. It was amazing, and feel free to use the colors or the colored pens again in this artwork also. In this class, I generally draw with the black pen and I keep it classic, but feel free to use your own creativity and use the color. Okay, so these are our all the circles, and then now we are going to start from the from this. We are going to join all these little tiny orbs or the circles or the balls. So we are going to join from this bottom. If you want, you can just do it with the pencil first and then trace it with the pen. It's your choice. But if you want, you can go directly with the pen like this. And the same way from here top to here bottom. Now again from here bottom. So let me just complete at the one side, bottom to top. Very simple. So this is the one side, and same way we are going to repeat the other side. We will start from the bottom and we will go on the top. So make sure you are always starting from the bottom of the circle and then you are going to the ball of the circle. I'm sorry, like the top of the circle. And then we are going to draw these little tiny circles inside these leaf pattern which are joining these two big circles. If you want, you can change your pen and you can use a little bit more thinner tip to draw these circles, or you can continue with the same pen. I'm using the same pen, Micron 03. I didn't change it. Okay, now the next step. Please send me thumbs up or something that shall I go ahead? I had no ideas you had lights. Oh, Jen. Okay. You are going back to start the video. It's okay, Kathy. Take your time. Ready, awesome. Now we are going to draw our these beautiful tiny leaves. So we'll start from the top of this And we will draw these beautiful petals. And we are going to draw the same way on the opposite side. And we will fill these leftover spaces. And now we are going to repeat the same thing in all outer side of this beautiful big heart shape. In our last mandala, we drew lots of hearts, but those all were the very tiny and lots of like this size of the hearts and the very tiny hearts on the border. This is the mandala which we drew in our last to last session. Last session, but last to last Sunday actually. But in this one, we are drawing a one big mandala, one big heart. Same here. So if you want, you can just draw on the one side and then you can start drawing on the other side, or you can do exactly the way, one section on the both side, and then you can decide which way you like it better. Nothing right and wrong. If you want, you can go all the way to the first one side first. And if you see a lot of pencil lines, it's wise to erase before doing these petals. Erase those pencil lines before doing this. So I'm just erasing these pencil lines. They are bothering me a lot. Um, Make sure when you are erasing that the ink is dried well, otherwise ink might smudge and then it will be tough to fix that. Ink is supposed to be dried well before you use the eraser. Okay, now I think it is much better. So again, I'm using this Micron 03 pen and starting working on the same these leaf patterns on the outside sections of this heart shape. You can draw these leaves a little bit wider or thinner. And When little space is left, you can just draw these tiny orbs to fill the space. Keep moving your paper in the side so that you can draw easily and it's easier for you to draw in that direction. Keep filling these leftover spaces or interstices. Good morning, Linda. So this is the outer of these circles in the heart. And now we are going to draw on the inside. Shall I start drawing in the inside? Are you guys ready? Or do you guys want me to wait? Ready. Awesome. Now we are going to draw in these inside. So I'm starting from this bottom side. We are just going to draw as many of these leaf. They are touching each other. They are touching to the boundary. Same on the other side. They can be little big or small. So you might have a little bigger space or a smaller space. So whatever space you have, you can just draw these little leaf shape. And again here also we will just fill these outer areas. Keep on rotating your paper. Now I'm going drawing to the other side. Repeating the same steps. That is the fun in these mandalas or Zentangle or any pattern drawing, that they are so meditative that once you start drawing the pattern, you keep on repeating that. You have to be focused, right? You cannot lose your focus, otherwise you will go out or you might mess up. So you stay focused, but still you are not thinking too much. These are abstract art and you keep on repeating the same lines. So that's why it creates that meditative effect for me. I hope it works same for you too. Okay, so this is the heart, and if you want, you can do colors in it later, or if you want, you can do more. So I'm just filling these little spaces also. You can just do the shading like the way I'm going to do later on. It's your choice. So now this heart is about to be like complete, and we'll start working on the circles, all these mandala designs in different concentric circles. So our all circles are 1 centimeter wide. So we can go back again in these fillings and we can check if anywhere we see a lot of white spaces popping up. We can just fill that. Right now I'm just doing it quick, but feel free to go back again and fill those little tiny white spaces. This is it. And now we are going to start working on all this circle. So I'm just putting the pen inside of my this compass. I'm using the 08 pen and I'm putting it inside the compass here. I'm going to trace all the circle lines which are visible. Of course, I am not going to go over the heart. I'm just going to trace the circle, all of them. But make sure when you are crossing the heart, just stop in that line. Like this. Okay, I didn't draw this line. Now the last 7 centimeters, let me make it a little bit up so that you can see the whole paper. And then this is the very last 7.3 where our whole circle is going on. So if you want, you can trace all these circles freehand, or you can skip tracing. You can just keep working on every layer and eventually you will get it. Thank you, Mary. So Paisley's shape in the circle. Okay, so suppose this is your circle. Let me do it a little bigger so that it would be easier. You draw the curved line first, like the yin yang, and then you start from this one side, thin side, and then you draw the paisleys inside like this. And then you start from here, like this. So this is the bigger version. And now again, I'm changing my pen to 03. We are starting working in this center section. I'm drawing lines on all our these 8 diagonal lines, and now inside of these we are going to draw this pattern. Start from the standing line, repeating the same style in all the sections. This is the center of the mandala, and now we are going to join our all the bottom lines to the top, diagonally curvy lines, and to the opposite side too. This is our second circle, second centimeter circle in the mandala from the center. Pen I'm using is 03. Draw the inner triangle and fill it. Now in these petals we are going to draw tiny spiral and the little flower petals, our very basic mandala shape, and one of my very favorite one. Feel free to erase the pencil lines first. I'm going to erase them like later just to save the time. Draw the spiral and draw the big petal in the center and two petals on the side, and don't forget to fill this tiny space on the outer side. Feel free to use the 01 tip pen here. So in these sessions, I mostly work in with the just the black pen and the graphite pencil for the shading, but feel free to use the color or the different color paper. Like this is the work we did in our this session, but you can see the colored version of this, like this one is available for all my Patreons, and for the YouTube members, okay and above, like the same goes with this. If you want, you can draw the same mandala in a little bigger size also, like this. So feel free to use your imagination and change your artwork in a little bigger size, whatever size you want, or you can extend it a little bit big more. You can use colors, different color papers for the same kind of mandala. And I have seen this that you guys did very beautiful for this last week one. This was the last week we did the same Valentine theme, and some of you did used a lot of colors and all, and some did exactly the way I did. So it's absolutely your choice how you want to do that. These all are the free sessions, but if you want to unlock all the like colored mandala, bigger one, little intricate one, so those all are available for the YouTube Oak members and for the Patreons. Now, in this section, we are just going to draw these 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Just the 4 curvy lines. If you are using the 0, 1 tip, you might draw the 5 lines like this, or you might draw just the 4 lines. So you can draw as many lines as you want. Now in this next section, we are going to draw. Let me draw it with the pencil first lightly. So just mark in the half of these every block also. Now we are going to draw this curvy line and this loop, this curvy line and the loop, curvy line and the loop. So this is the design. So there's no harm drawing it with the pencil first. And if you want, you can draw it directly with the pen. Like this. So I'm using my pen 03, and now again I'm starting from here. So feel free to draw freehand with directly with the pen, or you can draw first with the pencil and then you can trace it with the pen. Now in this, we are going to make one side little thicker, one side of the loop little thicker. So in the right hand side of this side, the loop is thicker from the bottom part or the left side. And this side, I'm not doing in the center as of now, this side. here. Again, it would be nice if you erase the pencil lines first. I'm just saving my time. That's why I'm not erasing as much right now. Here in the bottom outer side, here in the bottom half. And now we are going to draw the inner little tiny petal shape inside of every single loop. And now we are going to draw just little thick, not that much like the how we did in the outer, but just the double line on the opposite side. Like here we filled outside and here in this opposite. Here it is this side like the bottom, here we'll do the opposite. And here is little top. That's it. Just the little shadow. And now we are just going to work on the next one, and if we want we can draw little tiny flowers in between of these loops, in between of the space, or we can just leave it like that or just make the dot. So I'm just leaving it empty right now. We'll see, maybe we change the pen to 01 and then we draw these in between the loops. First let's fill this space. Now the next section is we are going to draw these lines. And we are going to divide them into half. We are going to just draw this squarish spiral inside each box. Start from any corner and keep on repeating these lines until you reach to the center of this shape. Do it in this direction. So this is a square. spiral. So draw in the air when you reach over the heart or anything, any other shape. Like here, you can draw in the air and then you start drawing on the block when you reach here. That is the nice way that you don't miss any line. So I take online graphite art class, cute drawing art class, easy drawing, acrylic painting. Those all are on the Google Meet and small group classes where you can see me, I can see you, and we talk together in the class. And we basically focused on the skills of the drawing, pencil techniques, and all that stuff. But those classes are all based on the US and the Canada time zone. As I'm in the Pacific time zone here in the US, I got a lot of inquiries from the Europe and India, and I cannot take class for that time zone because we are in the very like in the different time zone. It's night time for me when there is the working time there. So it becomes a little problem. But yes, for all the US residents and the Canadian residents, I have all these time slots available for the graphite art. And it starts from the age group 8 and to all age groups. Hi Farida. Hi Vanisha. So we are done till our this 1 centimeter, 2 centimeter, 3 centimeter and the 4 centimeter circle. Now we are going to work on the 5 centimeter circle. Oops, and I fell all my stuff. So I'm waiting for you guys. Write down in the chat, whoever is drawing along with me, how is it going? Are you finding it easy or tough? Oh, so Mary, it's the background music. No one is playing it live. Hi, Linda. Where you all? No, I was not in Seattle. I was in North Carolina earlier. I just moved last month, Linda, here. I was in Seattle. I was in North Carolina from past 8 years, 9 years. We just moved here uh, last month in January. So now I'm in the Pacific time zone. That's why my these class timings have changed. I don't really know, Mary, which song is going on right now and who played it. So that's my husband and my son did it. My son plays piano a lot and he has his own channel, YouTube channel. I don't know, maybe this is his one or any other ones. So there is a whole like the sequence list which they have put it here for me. Okay, so now let's start working on this next one. So in next one, wherever you see these lines, please draw this beautiful petal. Don't go all the way to the top. Leave little space and two tiny petals on the bottom. And then one circle and the two circle on the sides. One little big, one little small. Here also same thing. One big circle, one small circle near this. Just draw on the section. And now in between on this opposite here, we are going to do the same thing, but in the opposite direction. We actually have very little space left in this one, right? And here also, actually, in this circle is coming here. And a little bit here too. Just this much. Okay, now we are just going to draw this boundary line or the aura line to this whole flower and these little two tiny circles. Actually here in the half, again here in the half, I'm just drawing a little bit so that, okay, and now we are just going to fill in between area. In between area, we are just going to draw the parallel lines. Just fill this area all with the parallel lines. We call them hatching also when we learn in our graphite art class, and we do lots of uh, projects in that. Right now in one of the class we are learning stippling, and we are making this kind of the artwork just with the dots. So those are the little tiny kind of the projects we do, and we start with in our graphite art class, and when we gradually grow, so then we start making little intricate projects in those classes. Now in our this next circle, we are just going to draw this wavy line first in between. And let's draw this wavy line all the way first in this circle 6. And now in this, we are going to draw the slanted hatching. And this side on the opposite direction. And we will repeat the same thing in all the sections. So in this one, we are not seeing the all of the circles because our this heart shape is kind of hiding lot of the part of these circles. So whatever is available, just draw in that part and skip the rest of it. We can use that concept draw in the air if required. So I'm starting a new batch of the graphite art class from the 8th of March. That will be every Wednesday, 6 to 7 p.m. ET. Eastern time zone will be 6 to 7. So like for the Pacific time zone, it would be 3 to 4. So that's how it you can calculate. Eastern is 6 to 7 and 8-year plus can join that batch till any age. All are the online classes on the Google Meet. So if you want to know more information about those classes, you can message me later or you can ask here. And tomorrow in the same session, we are going to do the Zentangle. And that is also based on the Valentine theme. This is the design which we are going to draw tomorrow on a 3.5-inch square paper. And tomorrow we are going to add we are going to see one new tangle of the heart shape or in the Valentine theme. Oh, you are in Dallas area. Okay, Linda. My sister lives in Dallas, my younger sister. Okay, so now we are reaching to the last circle. That is the seventh centimeter one. How is it going with everyone? We are about to finish off the drawing part of this. So in this last part, we are going to draw lots of hearts up and down. You can start from anywhere. Again, if you want, you can draw. So like, let me just draw here. So suppose this is the two lines. So it's kind of like this S curve. And then it keeps on going up. So that's how we are drawing these hearts up and down. And then we will draw the circles here. in the next step. So that's what we are going to do in this last row, because this is the Valentine mandala and it goes so perfect with this theme. I can't stop myself using it. So they are a little open where they are like the bottom part of these hearts. Try to touch both sides of the lines. Thank you, Linda. Hello, KP. I've been away from my Zentangle tutorial. Ah, thank you, Judith. Now we are going to draw these circles or the little ovalish shape. And we keep on filling these spaces also while drawing circles. I try to keep all my artwork, these mandalas steps very simple, but I would love to hear from you all. Do you find this whole mandala easy or tough? Drawing part, or any specific part you find it tough or something else? Please write down in the chat about the difficulty level, what you feel. When I was designing this one, I was little worried about this heart shape and this whole heart, big heart thing. But I thought, let me try this because I really like this design. So instead of drawing very tiny, small lot of hearts, I would want to do a little bigger one in this one. So please let me know, how do you find it? And whoever is just enjoying watching can also tell me, just by watching, what do you think? Is it easy or tough or the medium difficulty level? Keep drawing these circles and keep filling the extra space. Too quick to follow. But this the video will be available for you later also. Like what I suggest generally, that don't do the whole mandala with me, do the kind of half of it with me, and then you can do the later half uh, whenever you have time. So in that way you need not to do that fast. That is just my suggestion if that works. Otherwise you can just enjoy watching right now and then take your time and then do it. And then maybe you can think, once you see the whole process, you can think if you want to use the same black and white, like the here it is supposed to be. I'm just thinking that you just want this little traditional way, or you want little colors or any other pen you want to use. Or maybe if you want, you can make it a little bit wider. Like after this, maybe you can make few more circles and you can repeat the same designs. After the 7, you can do the 8, 9, 10, and then you can start working from the second, or start working from this third one, like the loop one, and then you can make 3 more designs to make it bigger. So feel free to do that. And now in this last one, we are just going to draw lots of hearts up and down, which keep changing the direction. Basically, this is the part of this pattern. So stay focused that every time we are changing the direction of the heart. One side, one times it is upside, and then other time, next time it is upside down. So keep changing the direction and keep drawing these tiny heart shape with changing direction, upside and upside down. And as you see, these hearts are kind of not touching each other, neither they are touching the top and the bottom line. But if they touch a little bit here and there, that's absolutely fine. Intentionally, we are not making it for sure that they are supposed to touch each other or something like that. That's it. And now it is the time for the drawing. Oh, I'm sorry, like the shading. Drawing is done. Medium difficulty level for Elena. Anyone else, if you can tell me? Okay, medium Farida. Awesome. I'm way behind, but still it gives me excuse to rewatch again. I'm too slow. It's okay, Karen. Take your time. And now we are starting with the shading. So in this center portion, if you want, you can draw little tiny flowers in between. Let me first erase these extra pencil lines. Some of the extra pencil lines which are really taking it away before shading. Shading is a very important part in the graphite art class because shading is all we learn in the whole, in all the projects and everything. Let me just show you few little quick, if I have them handy. Where are they? Here you go. So, like these are the kind of the projects we do in the graphite art class. We do a lot of different kind of the shadings, drawing, different kind of hatching. So little bit of all you see in these sessions, in the mandala session. This is the kind of the still life with lot of texture, 1 point perspective. So these are just the few ideas what we draw in our uh, graphite art class in different projects. So now let's do the shading. So the first, just very light. I'm using here pencil 4B. You can use any pencil, any graphite pencil would work. School pencil is perfect. I love using this 4B pencil in all my shading part. It gives me good value. So let me just use my tortillon and first blend these two sections. Make sure you erased all the pencil lines. You might see some pencil lines in mine. I'm going to do all those deep cleaning of all those little tiny pencil lines later after the session because it's going to take a lot of time. And now here a little bit. And where the thick line is, just below that. Just below that thick line. Now these spirals, both side inside of the square spirals. Same I'm just doing in this next section also, so that in that way I'm going to blend the two circles together. And at last we will work on the this heart shape. So I'm just working on all the shapes, all these rings on the both side. We'll do nothing in the last one. Last one I'm leaving it empty as of now. But I'm working in all these rings. Shading is very, very important to bring that complete look. It's a very important part. And after that, we'll do the shading in that heart shape. And here you see I'm just doing shading in these both of these lines. Here. So that they will create this ring kind of the look where this heart is kind of sitting nicely. So the easier way is to just go over the partition of these little circles so that you get that blending in the both side. It's just the easier to do in that way. And I didn't do in this top, in this last ring. That's why I just started working on all the rings together just to do it a little faster. Okay, now in this heart shape, so we are going to just work, just shade on the outside of the heart all the way. If you want, you can just use the red or the pink or your favorite color inside these hearts just to give a little extra touch. Or you can keep exactly the way I'm doing. And I'm not using the pencil, but I'm just doing little shading here in these little circles where we started these paisleys, like the bottom part of these two paisleys, just lightly. No need to use the pencil. Your this dirty blending stump is enough for that. Very subtle shading or the soft shading. Just a little tiny shading here. Maybe I can use a little white pen to give the little tiny touch in this one. Okay, and now, oh, we are going to do the shading in the outer side also. And this is the blending outside. And again, just a little tiny soft blending. In the petals, that's it. Just a very tiny soft blending. Okay, so that's it. Now I'm just looking at my this, and now just the little fixing of putting a little bit more values or taking them off at some places if required. So this is it. I think I didn't blend it in from this side at all. So just make sure you have blended nicely everywhere. Perfect. And now if we want, we can just use the white jelly roll pen, just to use this little one dot. I'm just working it so that ink flows well, and just this one dot here. Thank you, Judith. Yeah, the main heart really pops out. So if you want, you can just use little black, little bit more darker pencil. I used 4B pencil. You can use a little bit more darker or the black, the charcoal one to make it a little bit more pop. And now the last step is just to sign it and appreciate your artwork and to enjoy working on it and make various versions of it. You can extend more rings. As I told you, you can extend 4 more rings and you can repeat the same steps, same these designs or the other designs. But if you do the same designs, that will bring the harmony. Or if you want, you can just like kind of use the colors or something. This is the design we did in our last session. There are many more other designs which are like basically goes very well for this theme, Valentine theme. But these are the different designs which all the videos you can unlock if you join as the Patreon or as the YouTube Oak member. These are the various designs. They are on the little bigger paper, like little dots. This is the Merkaba Mandala, Peacock. This is again one more, you see the lots of hearts like the Valentine design. These are the different other artworks, uh, the heart design. You can make your, the greeting cards or a lot of different other kind of the artworks with these little tiny mandalas. So that's it. Now I'm going to make a post of this artwork on my YouTube, on my Facebook page, and where you can share your artwork with me. And I can't wait to see how you are putting your uh, creativity into it. Yes, Mary, do you want to ask anything? I'm here as of now for a few more minutes. Okay, so Mary at Kenneth Johnson. So Mary wants to ask that, oops, that when you use mandala for cards, do you make them square? So yeah, I make them square also, and I make them little tiny versions also. Let me show you one of this card. Like this is the Father's Day card, and it is exactly the same 6 inches like this, right? So I just made it like this halfway like that. So that is the one style of making the card. You can use the red color or something like that. And you can use the same. If you want, you can just cut it into the circle and then you can stick it onto the paper. That is also a one way. So there are various ways how you can make these cards, right? Okay. Thank you everyone for joining me. And now it is the time. On the back of your card, you can just write down this is Mandala NPA 074, and you can write down uh, the date tag also, Mandala NPA. It is 2023 and 02 February and 11, and other hashtags, whatever you feel like. You can just sign your name, and you can write down YouTube live, or if you feel something like you find it very tough, very easy, or any other emotions, feel free to write down on the back of your artwork, because when later on you are going to see this, it will be really helpful, and it connects you to that emotion quickly. Because when you read it, oh, I felt like that when I was drawing this one. And then you can compare also after over the time that uh, how your emotions change over the period of time with the same kind of artwork. Okay, Karen, thank you so much for a wonderful session. You're welcome. Okay, bye bye. Bye everyone. Thank you, Linda. Now we'll see each other next week. Oh no, we'll see each other tomorrow for the Zentangle session. This is the artwork we are going to do on a 3.5 inch square tile in the Zentangle session. So I'm going to work on the Zentangle tile, but you can work on any paper. Just draw a 3.5 inch square. area, and then you can draw. If you want, you can draw it on the bigger one also, like you can draw the same thing on this kind of the paper. You can do that, why not, right?